to deliver for those hardworking families, and this bill is going to deliver great benefits to American families.
This is a very exciting day for the business owner, for the middle-class American, and I just can't wait till Hakeem gets done with his little shenanigans so we can get this on the floor and vote for the American people.
Right now in the House, Republicans on the brink of passing President Trump's big, beautiful bill, but they can't vote until Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries wraps up what is turned into a marathon speech. Good morning. I'm Mike Emanuel. Bill and Dana are off. Good morning, Aisha.
Hey, good morning. Good to see you. Happy 4th of July Eve.
Amen.
That is called a magic minute. I'm Aisha Husney. This is America's Newsroom, but it's gone on longer than a magic minute. We are awaiting that vote that could send the bill to President Trump's desk. He's waiting for it, too. This comes after another all-nighter for Republicans, where the president convinced some GOP holdouts to change their minds.
Team Fox coverage. Mark Meredith is live on the Hill, but first let's go to Peter Doocy at the White House. Hello, Peter.
Good morning, and Vice President J.D. Vance is now lifting the veil on the mindset of Republican lawmakers who are stuck sitting there in the House chamber listening to Hakeem Jeffries talk before they are allowed to vote. Vance just posted this. GOP congressman just texted me. I was undecided on the bill, but then I watched Hakeem Jeffries' performance, and now I am a firm yes. Up early here at the White House, comms director Stephen Chung, who writes, Tranquilo, which means don't worry, no panicins. The One Big Beautiful Bill is a generational bill that will bring prosperity to all Americans. This is the very definition of America First and what the people voted for. And the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, today is stressing that today's vote is just one part of the president's economic agenda, but it's a really big part.
This is the centerpiece of President Trump's three-legged stool for the economy: trade, taxes, and deregulation. So we are working on the trade deals. One Big Beautiful Bill is the center of the tax deal, and we are constantly deregulating and unleashing American energy, American manufacturing, and letting the American people keep more of their money.
At this hour, President Trump remains in the White House residence. He got good news about the bill overnight. He got good news about the jobs report that beat expectations a couple minutes ago, and he plans to celebrate it all at a one-year kickoff, countdown to a kickoff for America's 250th birthday in Des Moines, Iowa at the fairgrounds. That is going to be later on tonight. Mike?
Big day for President Trump and his agenda. Peter Doocy live on the North Lawn. Peter, many thanks.
Okay, let's go now to Mark Meredith, live on Capitol Hill, getting a first-hand close-up look at all the exhausted lawmakers. Mark, what can you tell us?
Aisha, yeah, it's been quite a night, and it's still going right now. Hakeem Jeffries is speaking for more than 4 hours. There are indications he's coming in for a landing, though, from some of the comments he just made on the House floor. Then we expect House Speaker Mike Johnson to pass right behind me, head back to the floor, and then give a brief speech. And then we expect the vote to actually get underway here for the president's tax and policy package. But talk about what an exhaustive effort it has been for both House and Senate Republican leadership to get to this point. President Trump making it clear he wanted this to happen by the 4th of July, a deadline that seemed almost impossible a few weeks ago. But here we are on the one-yard line where we're about to expect this bill to make it to the president's desk. We also know there's been so much wrangling happening between the White House, President Trump, and some Republican lawmakers who were concerned about changes the Senate made when it came to not only how much spending was going to happen with this, but what also would happen with Medicaid. There's been a lot of focus here on what the Senate was able to change and why the House was not getting everything that they wanted. House Speaker Johnson basically telling these lawmakers that, yes, this is not a perfect bill that they may have wanted, but this is the package in front of them and that they needed to get it done. We've been talking about the Democratic opposition to this as well. They've been screaming that this is going to have a negative impact on food stamp recipients as well as Americans who rely on Medicaid because some of the work requirements that will now go into effect. Republicans say this is all about ensuring that the money, taxpayer money that is going out
manufacturing and letting the American people keep more of their money. At this hour, President Trump remains in the White House residence. He got good news about the bill overnight. He got good news about the jobs report that beat expectations a couple of minutes ago and plans to celebrate it all at a one-year kickoff countdown to a kickoff for America's 250th birthday in Des Moines, Iowa at the fairgrounds later on tonight. Mike. Big day for President Trump and his agenda. Many thanks.
Let's go to Mark Meredith looking at the exhausted lawmakers. Quite a night and still going now. Hakeem Jeffries is speaking for more than 4 hours. He is coming in for a landing by some comments. Then Mike Johnson head back to the floor and give a brief speech, and we expect the vote to get underway here for the president's tax and policy package. Talk about what an exhaustive effort it has been for House and Senate Republican leadership to get to this point. President Trump wanted it to happen by the 4th of July, a deadline that seemed impossible a few weeks ago. Here we are on the 1-yard line and expect a bill to make it to the president's desk. We also know there is so much wrangling happening between the White House, President Trump, and some.
This is my Fox News channel, and subscribe and like and share. Thank you.